Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Hunter x Hunter, you guys. Wow, guys, here we go. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. Like, as if we haven't done enough world building on this show, they're literally just going to build an entire new world. And we're along for the ride. I love it. I can't wait to know more. I do have a few things I want to say about last time, but first I want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. I really hope you will hit the like button and the subscribe button. All right, guys. Here we go with the game. Here we go with Greed Island. I legit have like butterflies and nerves about getting into this game because I feel like there's still so much we don't know about it. We did get a lot of stuff last time, and it's funny because Gon's head was like smoking, and I'm like, oh, I feel you, my boy. I really, really do. Because it was a lot of info, but I feel like I followed it all okay. I do kind of hope that they're gonna like drop reminders for us. Like they're always really good about doing that. But, you know, I think I have a good grasp on, like, okay, here's an item. You can turn an item into a card. You can do it this many times. You have limits on how many times you can do it. You can, you know, you have, like, free slots and kind of, like, predetermined slots for cards. You know, can use this spell, do this. And, like, I feel like I have a fairly good grasp on it. But I think once I see it in action, it's definitely going to help, you know, than just like the word salad that we got. Not really like word salad because it all made sense, but you know what I mean? Like, it'll definitely help solidify all of it for me once I see it in action, you know? But yeah, Gon and Killua were great and amazing in their like little trial, which is no big surprise. I love the part where we're trying to figure out like if we should get up or stay sitting down, because it's so funny. Like on the show, literally everything comes down to strategy, even like where you are in a room, you know, it has so much bearing on everything. It really is the true measure of strength on this show is your ability to strategize, even over your like natural ability, physical strength, whatever. Like, and I think that's really cool to see. It definitely makes it a much more imaginative world, because think of how many different ways you can use one particular ability or one particular concept, or, you know, if your real power is all up here. So I thought that was, I really, really liked it. We did learn too that like he has to get a certain item before he can get out of the game. We know that Jing and his, did they mention that? I probably mentioned it before, that Jing and his friends made the game. We got a message from Jing, which was really cool. I don't know if we're ever, at this rate, I think we are going to have to meet Jing at some point, but I would not be shocked if it was like the last episode of the series. Like we finally meet Jing, because Jing is like elusive as heck. Like apparently there's no chance of like seeing him in the game. But what we can hope for, and I said this a little bit last time, is just any kind of clue. I mean, there won't be like clues as to where he is, where you can find him per se, but I think clues into like how he thinks and how his mind works would definitely help in trying to locate him. So I don't think it's all for like nothing, you know what I mean? And clearly it's going to be a crazy fun adventure. Like I can already tell we're in for it. So Killua has yet to meet back up with Gon here. And I'm thankful that like we have Killua, because you know he's gonna be helpful with the reminders as well. Poor Gon and me both were like, oh, this is a lot of info you're throwing at me right here. Like I don't have a notebook or anything. Actually, I could have a notebook, but I probably do somewhere in here. But I don't know. I don't take notes during reactions just because I feel like it kind of not that it takes me out of it, but I feel like I'd have to pause, take the notes, start back up. You know, like I can't be taking notes as it's going on. You know what I mean? Because I'll miss something. So I just need to like focus as best as I can and go back at the end if I need to and take clues from folks in the comments. So I'm good with that. But yeah, so getting back to the actual show, I'm so excited to see what's going to happen next. What do you say we jump right into the next episode of Hunter x Hunter? Let's do this. Oh, makes sense. How dangerous is this game? Like, I feel like, don't you feel like it could be really dangerous? Because he's already figured it out. Oh. Yeah, good point. Whoa, incoming! Oh my lord. Who is this? Okay. They can tell. Reveal all the free slots. Oh! Casting seals. Select target player. Killua and Gon. And like all showed up. Did he like steal their data or something? So, okay. So this individual is trying to figure out how new they were. Adhesion. Trace. Oh my god, this is like a real life card game. Is this what Yu-Gi-Oh was like? Wasn't that all about cards? Oh my god, see our oh, you shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. Yeah. Run. You're in trouble. Return. Okay. So we can use cards to do things like return, steal data, attack. What is your goal? More or less. Are they going to try to find someone who can help the boss, I wonder? Okay, it's like a game magic. So now we have a whole different kind of thing to learn about. And to keep a monthly tournament schedule. Oh. Good to know. We'll be having more rock, paper, scissors. Sword of truth. Yes. Well, we'll be good for... And we need to have some food. Our little boys need some food. Yes. Oh, they're on it. Oh, look, our chef. Oh, you have no idea who you're dealing with. They are most definitely not going to have to pay. Is he maybe like a game sprite? Yeah, that's like just for chef stuff. Yay! Galgaida. 1217. F185. That's probably where it goes in the book. The left number is the item's card number, and the sequence on the right ranks how difficult it is to obtain. Okay. F would be the third easiest. Okay. Whoa! And he got killed? Is he alive in real life? Don't tell me that's the attack thing! If that's a card that was used on Killua. Yes, he like really dead. What if he's like really dead? I don't know what happens to you if you die inside the game. What happens to you? Crap! Oh, so you can't just kill each other with spells. Another player's Nen. Okay, okay, good. So that wasn't the card. Oh. Player hunting. When they said this was a game for hunters, that's not what I was expecting. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Yeah, guys. He just showed up to the scene of this murder and is like, hey, come with me. How does everyone know everything here? Oh, is he the one who was watching? Okay, no, apparently not. There are other people. Why? Oh, God. I just don't like that. Yeah, Killua's. Whoa. Oh, that's like your weapon, basically. Yeah, yeah, your spells. Okay. City of Magic, okay. It would be helpful to have the info. Oh, you're just sweet boy. Please be careful, my babies. I wish I was there to protect my babies, although I don't think I would be very helpful at all. I think they're just fine on their own. But I still want to protect them. It was the bomber. Who's the bomber? They're killed by Nan. Okay, so this is not this is not that kind of game. 40 spells. Inspection. What about the... Okay, tracer adhesion. In short, once the enemy uses these on you... Okay. I'm trying to read the other stuff. Because that was a lot of writing. Current location of one target player will be available at all times. Effect lasts until player leaves the game. So then, using Trace on Killua, that person's going to know where he is all the time now until he leaves. What's the other one do? Once the enemy uses these on you. Okay. Adhesion. Complete data of one target player's restricted slots will be available at all times. Complete data of one target player's restricted slots. So in other words, now you can see the restricted slots at all times. Okay. Once the enemy uses these on you, let's just read that again. He will then know everything about you. Okay. They're inspection cards. Got it. They can gather intel. Because now you know who's got what when. Oh, that's dangerous. Wow. Okay. To get cards, I would imagine. Yes? No? I want to know. Trade, steal, and find them yourself. Okay. Interesting. Oh. So they're probably getting closer to those limits. Dang. Oh, shoot. Okay, transformation limit. Right, it seems like they really did not want people to hurt each other in this. No, they're going to peacefully steal. They'll use spells to steal other cards. Okay, wow. Get all the cards that can defend, and then no one will be able to defend. Okay. I mean, this does seem like a fairly decent strategy, and strength in numbers and all that. Okay, that was enough. So we are kind of going based on what everyone obtains. What? He can't do it. He's here to just kind of learn the ins and outs of the... Aww, he's like, sorry guys. Aww, I love that, but like, even after a very sound presentation, he's like, nope, my friend's my friend. Oh, okay. He's like, I don't appreciate the things you're saying. Yeah. Right. This is a great metaphor for life, isn't it? Right. He's like, I can kind of get on board with that. Aww. Look at his face. He's like, you're my friend. I love you. Ah! Oh, stop. Stop. He's like, what do you mean I'm embarrassing you? I love you, friend. Oh, my God. Oh. Stop. Oh, my God. You saved him. Gon saved him. Oh, my Lord. What is your deal? Uh-oh. Card return. This card travels, lets you instantly warp to a city you visited before. Oh, hi, baby. Mito-sans. Oh, he's like, what? I can't go home to a Mito-sans? Oh, you're so cute, baby boy. Oh, I love their little chibi and stuff. All right, you guys, that episode was great. I still feel like they're throwing so much info at us, and it's definitely going to be more solidified for me as time goes on. But I do feel like we learned a lot in this one. We learned there's groups that are killing to take cards. You know, stealing cards is a thing that we do. There's a lot of, it seems, preying on the people who are new to the game so that you can kind of like, you know, basically stick a tracker on them and now know what they're doing throughout the whole game. If you can do that enough to enough new players, eventually you're going to know what's going on with like most of the people in the game, depending on like when you join the game, I guess. Which is going to make it easier to go take their cards. So we know that people are getting more desperate now because as the game goes on, all those limits on the cards are getting used up. Like they're getting closer to their limits, I should say. So there is kind of this feeling of desperation that like people are going to some not so nice means as a way to try and get the cards while they still can. Is my understanding of it. If I'm not understanding that right, please go ahead and clarify it for me. I'm kind of doing the Gon head smoking thing, just trying to figure it out. But if I'm not understanding that, please clue me in. So, and again, like I'll say this again, I think that's a great metaphor for life. That like there's people like Gon who just see life as like a series of learning opportunities and exciting challenges that like you should enjoy and you know, like it's all kind of like opportunities for something new. And there's people who are like, I just need to get where I'm going. I need to do whatever, like I'm getting desperate. I need to do whatever I need to do and like will resort to violence or whatever, or stealing or, you know, certainly I think it's a good metaphor for like, you know, if you become pushed into a corner in life, you know, certainly you can be driven to, or not everyone would, obviously, but, you know, it's not that hard to imagine, like, how people can get pushed to doing bad things to, like, justify, or to, like, get what they need or whatever. And I think it's interesting that like they would do that here too, that like it really depends on who is playing the game, what their situation is, how long they've been there, you know. The game itself was never really made for anything harmful, especially according to Jing. We know that Jing wants Gon to enjoy the game, and clearly, you know, that's kind of like what I was wondering, like, is it made to be like a super sinister jungle type, or is it made to be fun, or is it one or the other and it can be twisted either way depending on whoever's playing it? And it seems like maybe that's more of the answer, that like it was meant to be like a really fun strategy game, but you know, there's definitely ways around that where you can kind of manipulate the original intention of the game. I think Killua has a good point that, like, what is the difference between, you know, one hunter has this ability, one hunter has this ability, and you can use that on each other under, you know, a set of predetermined rules, which is what we're doing. Like, that was the hunter tournament. That was all the Heaven's Arena tournaments. That was, you know, I mean, that's pretty straightforward if you want to look at it that way. So, like, when you look at it that way, you know, at least like the spells and things like that make sense. You know, certainly, and we saw this in the Hunter exam too. Look at like Tompa, who would like, technically, you know, he wasn't, I don't think, really defying any of the rules of the Hunter exam. What he was doing came off to us, the audience, as super like sleazy and shady. And it might not have been morally right, but if you want to put those preconceptions aside for a second and just look at like the actual rules of the game, or in that case like the Hunter exam, I remember you guys saying like the morals didn't really go, they weren't judging you on morals, they were judging you on like, you know, we gave you 10 rules, if you go by them then anything else goes, basically. The only thing it seems that they really didn't intend for in this was like killing. And that is something that players are starting to do, or at least a certain group of players, or led by someone known as the Bomber. And I don't know why, like, is the Bomber a new character? Are we going to find out, like, this is someone we know who is in the game? Because we know the Phantom Troop is trying to clear it and everything, too. And it makes you wonder, like, I don't know. I think that's probably reaching, but I just have a feeling like we're going to see familiar faces in this arc. We already know, like, Hisoka shows up in the theme. Phantom Troop is already in there. You know, I just, like, I wonder how all those roles are going to be fulfilled. And it'll be interesting to see these different characters trying to adapt to the rules of this game and kind of use them to their advantage, whatever that might mean. So, wow, guys. I hope I'm understanding everything so far. If I'm not, you know, I can backtrack and cover some stuff again. That's no problem. You know, like, just point it out to me, because I don't want to be missing like super important clues. But I feel like so far, like, I'm not super confused. I do think it's interesting that we're doing like a totally card-based thing now. Like, I know there's a lot of like, I just feel like there's a lot of card-based stuff either in certain anime. Like, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about cards. I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh! But I also know, like, there's obviously card games that, like, actual games that are based off of franchises like Pokemon cards, where, like, you could use different attacks and stuff like that. I know Magic is a big one. Have I ever played Magic? I think I tried once. I don't think I ever followed through. I mean, we're talking like decades ago, but yeah, so it'll be kind of interesting to see. That's such a big concept, I feel like. And it's really fun to go in and see this writer apply all the same creativity and imagination that we saw in like the Nen world building to the concept of card games. Only like VR card games. So that'll be really fun. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I really like that. I'm learning a lot. I can't wait to see where this is going. Oh, yeah. And can we talk about the friendship moment at the end? Like, Killua, seriously, you are going to have me tearing up and losing my mind over the fact that, like, we know how much he values Gon's friendship. And it's just, he might not ever come out and say it, but even just, like, saying it in his head for the camera. It's so meaningful. I love it. And I love that Gon's just so out on the surface. He's like, what do you mean? I cherish you, friend. And he's like, he cannot read between the lines of, like, you know, Killua's just trying to be a little tough guy. I love it so much. All right, guys. I love that episode. I hope you love watching it with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.